Hey everybody, welcome back to the channel. If you're new here, I'm Chuck. My wife Deb's in the wood yard and we are Iron and Oak Sawmill. If it's your first time here, thanks for stopping by. And if you like what you're going to see today, go ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the like and the share as well. And hey, the best thing to do, watch the video all the way to the end. Besides, we have a surprise that's going to pop up somewhere in the video today, and you don't want to miss out on that, okay? And what we got going on today is we're going to be running the Eastonmade 1222. And we've got the balance of wood that we've had around here for too long. It's got to get split and stacked, guys. Logs rot, lumber dries, and firewood dries. All right. Otherwise, you're making rotting wood. You're just letting it lay around, so you got to take care of it. We're taking a shortcut over here to the log yard. We've got red oak to split, white oak to split, and some cherry. I don't know if we'll get to all of it in this video, but we're hoping to get everything done up. All right. Cherry we're definitely keeping separated, as well as the oak from everything else. They are more desired wood. But Deb's over here servicing the Eastonmade. If you don't take care of your equipment, guys, it doesn't take care of you. So we've got to grease the beam and check the engine oil, make sure all the fluids are up to spec. Okay, which Deb is done with that. No conveyor today, guys. It's just the Eastonmade 1222. And Deb and I, we're just going to split off into a pile. We're close enough to the pallet now. We could just pick it up and put it on the pallet. And we're going to be dropping another pallet down here as well. And where all the blocks are right now, all the blocked up wood, we've got very little room to work in. So we're just going to split right into a pile and we can stack it from there. All right. But there's not a whole lot here. Not like it was before. We were splitting 4 cords at a shot. We've got maybe a cord total. So we do have a surprise coming in today's video, but for now, let's get started on getting this oak and the cherry split up. Hey guys, change of plans. We decided we're far enough away that we want to use the conveyor. Coming off here, obviously, right down here, into the pile. We have the stack right there, and the next pallet's going to be right there, so we're going to rethink it, alright? Live and learn, guys. One little things we do here, learned it from another channel, can't remember who it was. Got a gap in here. See that gap? A lot of this stuff falls to the ground. Keeps it going up the conveyor. A lot of stuff falls to there. But good wood reaches out, falls, hits here, into the hopper, on the conveyor. So Deb wants to start it up. You can sit here and watch all the leaves get taken off. Well guys, the time has come in the video like we promised. Got a little surprise for you for the Eastonmade, and a little addition to the Eastonmade arsenal, as we'll call it. Okay, we were out at the Paul Bunyan show. Of course, ran into Andrew Easton out there, spent some time with him, talking to him about some of the problems, some of the issues we're having, because we get a lot of tree service wood. Let's face it. I mean, we're not out cutting, you know, beautiful wood down at all the time. We are splitting a lot of tree service wood, and we all know what that's like, guys. Knotty, crotches, you name it, all kinds of different chunky sizes, whatever shows up. So hey, enough talk, let's show you what we got. All right guys, here it is. This is not your standard 4-way. No beer cans here, this isn't Shive's place. That's how we hydrate here at this wood yard. This is what they call the tall 4-way. This is perfect for busting up bigger, chunky, nasty looking, basically boiler wood stuff that you just do not want to. You can push it through the box wedge, guys. You can push it, force it in through there, and it'll go through, but you're just abusing the equipment at that point. There's no sense in doing that if you don't have to, okay? But Andrew came up with the tall 4-way a while back, and after talking to him and discussing what we got going on, that's what we settled on. So he got this down to us as soon as he could, and we're going to give it our first shot here at the Iron and Oak Sawmill. One of the really nice things about this is you have this tall 4-way to handle those bigger blocks of mess that it's not going to go through a 4-way wedge. You got this taller top to it. You can drop this all the way down. This goes even with the deck. You've got all of this for breaking it in half. Okay. Then, if let's say you run into some smaller stuff, that I can do a 4-way on that. Raise it up, run it through the 4-way, and you got it down to manageable size or finished size even. So that's about what we have with a lot of this white oak up here. The red oak, there's a few pieces of big chunky stuff, but the white oak has some smaller stuff that's really knotty, upper limb pieces that this thing is going to work great on, I think. The only thing we didn't do is sharpen it yet. We did sharpen our box wedge. It made it perform a lot better. And I can understand why Andrew said we're not sharpening wedges here anymore. Too many guys getting cut there. They're handling them a lot every day, moving them around, working with them, welding them, everything else. And when they sharpen them, there was a lot of chances for injury. So, but we'll sharpen it here, and we're not going to be handling them every day. So we have a lot less chance of getting injured. So let's get this out of the, well, actually, let's get the box wedge off first and the pullback arm, and we'll go ahead and get this in and demonstrate it for you, all right? Drop down in, don't panic. Well, it's wide open compared to that box wedge. But as you can see, very tall, equal to the push plate just about. I think it's maybe, no, it's right about even with the push plate. And you've got a big single wedge now for busting down the ugly stuff. If you got some stuff that, it's ugly, but I can get it through a 4-way, raise it up, boom, 4-way. So I think we got a good setup, guys. I'm anxious to get some stuff through this. We got small stuff, we got big stuff, I think, and the clean enough stuff that's good for going up the conveyor. We're gonna do all that first. guys, what we're doing now is we've got the big ugly stuff. Let's take a look at it. We've got the big ugly stuff. We're going to have to pull some back to resplit. We do not want it going up the conveyor. We'll just let it kind of pile up there a little bit, start the conveyor every once in a while and send it on its way. Or we can toss it over here to the side into the boilerwood pile. We can just throw in the loader bucket and take it over to boilerwood, which is way over there in the woods. Not on pallets, it's just stacked there. We need some IBC totes. White oak crotch. Crotch. More crotch wood. Big old crotch. Anxious to see how it does with this one. Hopefully we don't jam it up. And over here, we got a big crotch here. This is all the last remnants of the red oak crotches and big limb intersections. But all this is going through today. We will be done with all of the oak, period. Finally. All right, let's get to splitting some more wood. All right, guys, as you can see, looking around the log yard here, around the wood yard, there's no firewood left here. Well, there's no rounds left to split. We are caught up, except for a little stack of cherry. But this whole area had rounds all the way around this tree and stacked up 8 feet high, 20 feet long or so, 20 feet deep. It was a pile. Great big pile of red oak that is finally split and stacked. Almost all stacked. And this area back in here was just a mess. Couldn't do anything back in here, so we just started pushing with the tractor, flattening things out, and we're throwing all of our wood scrap back in here as our low area. Any kind of wood scraps or rocks, chunks of whatever gets thrown back in here, and it's solid enough to drive on. So it'll give us access around here to our boiler wood pile that's sitting over there. Just got to get the tractor through here and push all this back. So rock, a log, and everything else. The tractor will move all that. But that'll clean up this area. And once it settles a bit, we could be able to stack lumber on it. But what they accomplished today, we started originally without the conveyor. I know we said no conveyor, but it just didn't make sense. We made some adjustments to where the splitter was, and we brought up the conveyor, and it worked out great because it's right here next to where we have to stack it, and the next pallets are going over there, so we're in good shape. Right here where this is sitting, it drops off pretty hard. There's kind of a hole in there, so we can't really put pallets in there. This whole thing is sloped down that way, so it's not the best place for a wood yard, but it's what we got to deal with right now, guys. So, and it's working. Stuff's not falling over yet. But again, ooh, sunlight. The little Kubota BX 1500 driving the little giant conveyor. Worked out great again today. But here's the boiler wood we have, and we got to get this over there to the boiler wood stack. We just throw this into the tractor bucket and take it over there and dump it in a heap. That's how we're storing the boiler wood for now until we can get some IBC totes up here. We're not stacking it. Boiler wood doesn't stack well, so you store it in IBC totes. Okay, we started off with the box wedge today. It worked out pretty well. Usual on nice clean wood, it does great. Some nuts, it'll still work really well, but when you get to the bigger crotches and just gnarly looking stuff and branch intersections, you can do it, but it just beats up the wedge. It's the box wedge. It's not really worth doing. You're just tearing up your machinery. It'll do it, but it's not, you know, why? Especially when you can get something like this. This tall 4-way was a great purchase, guys. It went right through anything we pushed up. The tall 4-way, great. I mean, if you're doing tree service wood, not all of it's pretty. We all know that, right, guys? If you're doing tree service wood, this will come in real handy. This, along with the box wedge, I think you're set. The 6-way is another option for you, but if you got the real nasty big crotch stuff, this will bust it up for you, and you can break it down, control your splits a bit better, and it's doing a great job for us, and I'm really happy we got it. Hey, if you got stickers, guys, we have a few we got to get on here, but if you got stickers, send them our way. Let us know down in the comments section you got some stickers for us, and we'll get them here on the machine. Well, there it is, guys. Another successful day in the wood yard. Finally, boom, knocking out the rest of that red oak. That has been plaguing us for probably, I don't know, how long has that stuff been here?
A while.
It's been like 2 years or more, I swear. We had that big pile of logs out here. We bucked it all up, and we split everything up by species, and that red oak pile was just, it was just menacing sitting over there, as large as it was. But the Eastonmade and the box wedge got through 99% of it, and now the tall 4-way, busting up the nasty stuff, the branch intersections, crotch wood. I'm liking that. That's a good investment there, and I'm glad we got that one. Thank you, Andrew Easton. He got that. We talked about it at Bunyan, like I said earlier in the video, and Andrew hooked us up in a hurry. Appreciate that, Andrew. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
About a cord and a half, you think?
Got a lot.
2 cords if we count all the boiler wood and everything else. Maybe 2 cords. But a good day in the wood yard, I think. What's coming up next?
And a little bit of white oak.
Oh yeah, we did.
And a little bit of white oak.
That white oak that was laying up here. Hey guys, you're watching the video. Shy, Brad, and Darren, you guys are watching the video. That was the stuff you bucked up, believe it or not. That's how long it's taken us to get over here and get to that.
Everything's done, except for the cherry.
The cherry is just that little bit of cherry over here, and that's gonna, I don't know, we doing that on your little one? It's not much. We could do that in a hurry on the little one, control the splits, keep that a really nice size. Because we don't get a lot of good cherry wood around here. That's a nice one. Every once in a while we get some good cherry logs, so take advantage of it when we do. So the Eastonmade performed excellent. The 1222, a beast, knocked it out. Little BX 1500 still on duty, running the conveyor. Of course, a little giant conveyor. And the 2501 helped us load up the wedge. Now, this tall 4-way, you could do it by hand. But that box wedge,
Nah.
2 big guys, 3 to 4 other normal sized guys, maybe to lift that thing. I don't know the weight on it exactly, but it ain't light. And it's not something that Deb and I are going to be picking up. So, too many ways to get your hands crunched in there and everything else. So just better off picking up the tractor and just laying it down in there nice and easy. So if you like what you saw here today, guys, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It really helps out the channel a lot. The thumbs up, of course, and hey, thanks for reaching the end of the video. That's the biggest thing. Watching our videos from beginning to end really does the best for the channel. So if you liked what you saw here today, please consider hitting that subscribe button. And of course, the thumbs up, definitely appreciate that. And share with a friend. And to all those who made it to the end, thank you very much. If you dropped a super thanks on us, definitely appreciate that as well. Merch listed below. We'll put a link in the description for the merch. And hey, maybe we'll put a link into the Eastonmade site. You can go check out some of their stuff as well. But I'm going to wrap this one up. Sun's starting to drop over the hill here, and we got to get packed up and get out of here. If you have any questions about any of the tools we're using here today, with the splitter, the tractors, the conveyor, the log ride Hookaroon, and that other tool, I didn't mention that. We'll bring that up. Okay, we'll bring that up in a future video. And that's a pretty cool little thing for picking up logs. But if you have any questions about anything else you've seen in any of the videos, please put it down in the comment section. Glad to help you out. And as always, thanks everybody for stopping out, and we'll see you at our next time.
Take care.